Hey, this is Pat, and today we are checking out the all-new Street and Steel Del Mar riding jeans. Now, if you're looking at the Del Mar riding jeans, these are definitely more of a Euro style in of the overall jean cut. When I say that, a little bit more slim cut. They do have accordion on the outside, so it stands out as a riding jean, but with a ton of functionality built in. Again, you get stretch in the front, stretch in the back, which we'll see in a little bit, with an overall stylish 5-pocket design in a denim riding jean. Now, these are coming in with the fabric being tested around CE AA for the abrasion resistance. You're also getting CE level 2 armor at the knees and the pocket to add it in the hips if you want to do so. So I do dig the overall protection that's coming in this, especially if you're looking at pants and you like that slimmer profile with the functionality of the accordion stretch in there. These might just be your ticket. It's hard to beat it when it comes to the features, the overall look, the style, and the materials. I do dig what Street and Steel is doing with these Del Mars. But before I get too long-winded, let's talk about the overall fit. I have Norman on my left. He's 6'3", 220 pounds, usually wears his jeans in a US 34 sizing, and he's wearing the 34 in the Del Mars here. As you can see, nice slim trim cut that tapers all the way down to the cuff, but the waist is fitting him spot on, and there is some stretch built into this. There's gonna be a 1% stretch, so not as much as we've seen with other Street and Steel jeans out there, or their riding cargo pants, which have like 3% elastane. Since they're adding in that accordion, they've actually gone for more of a denim styling when it comes to it, but it still has that 1% elastane built into that stretch denim main construction. And one thing I want to call out, you are getting Aramid reinforcement. You're getting that at the knee, you're getting that at the hip, as well as across the seat. That's what's helping you get to that CE AA abrasion for the overall fabric. It's 180 GSMs, or grams per square meter, when it comes to the actual fabric. And that is, like I said, tucked in those key abrasion areas. If you're going to go down and hit the deck, those are usually where it's going to happen. So I dig that they're doing that in this cut. Again, if you're looking at it, go with your normal jean size and reference that sizing chart, you'll be all set. No surprises with this one, as long as you're okay with a slimmer cut. Starting up at the top though, let's work our way down and talk through all these features. It's a simple button and zipper main entry. That's a YKK auto locking zipper, so that's not going to move on you in the riding position or anything like that. Reinforced belt loops around, and then like I called out, it's a traditional 5-pocket design, so you get 3 up front and then 2 in the back. And I like that they've added flat head rivets inside of the accents of the pants. I'm not a fan of rivets in general on riding pants, but if you are going to add them in there, I love to see them flat locked on there, so it's actually flat up against it. It's not going to scratch your tank or anything like that, so I like that they've gone ahead and gone that extra step and made sure that it's not going to hinder your riding or anything. Coming down the front, like I said, you got that stretch denim all the way down to this big panel of accordion in that riding position. That's going to stretch, that's going to really huck it out and be able to get into the riding position with the accent relief stitching. All that is designed just to be a little bit more comfortable in the riding position while you can still wear them out if you're going out to a restaurant, out with friends or anything like that. You're not going to stand out too much when it comes to the overall cut. CE level 2 axial armor is right here in the knee. There are pockets inside of here and a zipper on the side, which I'll show you in just a second, so you can adjust it. Keep in mind, if you're riding in the standing position, you should have the armor about 1.5 inches below the top of your kneecap, because as with most pants, once you get into the riding position, it's going to hike up a little bit, so that'll make sure it's in the right position. But you are getting that CE level 2 armor with the pocket at the hip if you want to add it into there. Relief stitching I called out already, and like I said, you can see that real tapered cut all the way down to the cuff. Norman, you can go ahead and turn to the side for me. Up at the top, we won't talk about it yet, but you can see a little bit of that accordion stretch from the back sneaking in. And again, you have a pocket for hip armor. You also have that pocket with Aramid inside of there just for that abrasion resistance down the side. Double stitching all the way throughout. And then right here at the knee, one thing I like to call out here is you do have external access to that knee pocket. So you can go ahead, if you get to work, if you get to a bar, if you get to hanging out with your friends, whatever you're doing, you can go ahead and pop that knee armor out. You don't have to take the pants off in order to do so, and you will look like it's a regular everyday set of slim riding jeans. Going all the way down to the cuff, if you roll the cuff, you have a blacked out reflective piece hidden underneath of there. I like that. I like that it's not a piece of reflective that you can't get rid of. If you don't want it there, you just roll the cuff back down. If you do want that extra pop of safety, you can just roll it up there. I like when brands add that into it. You can go ahead and turn to the back for me. At the back, a little bit of a mid-rise when it comes to the jeans themselves. You get 2 belt loops at the center just to help reinforce it in the riding position, and that big swath of accordion stretch across the back. Again, in that full tuck riding position or in more aggressive riding positions, that's going to help stretch. That's going to give you a little bit of styling. We've seen that over the years, again, from many different jean manufacturers out there, but I like that Street and Steel is offering it in the Del Mars if you want it. If not, they have plenty of other jeans out there as well. Top-loading rear pockets on here, a little bit of a light wash when it comes to the overall color, and all the way down to the base. One thing I do want to call out, which I forgot to mention in the beginning, it does have a blue and a black. These are the blue versions here. There is a black set of Del Mars if you want a different color, a little bit of a different flavor too. You can go ahead and turn to the front for me. But there you have the Del Mar pants with CE AA abrasion fabric when it comes to it, with CE level 2 coming in at the knees that you can adjust. You do have the accordion panels in the front and back, so they're really designed to be jeans, but specifically with moto riders in mind. So I really dig these, and if you have any questions about these, you can go ahead and click that info button that's going to take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about the new Del Mars. If you still have questions after that, or if you have questions on sizing, feel free to reach out to our customer service agents. They're all riders, happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining Norman and I in checking out the all-new Street and Steel Del Mar riding jeans. I'm Pat. I'll see you in the next video.